Look at this view. I am on Scrub Island in the British Virgin Islands. We've been on a family vacation for about a week now. It was my mom's 50th birthday on Christmas, and of course we did have Christmas. And I graduated officially as a meteorologist from Penn State about a week and a half ago now. And we took a little vacation. We haven't had a family vacation like this since Disney World when I was a little kid. So this has been quite fantastic. My dad really outdid himself with this trip he planned. It was all of a surprise. And I don't know what my elevation is. I'm gonna have to look this up later, but I'm on Scrub Island. This is Little Scrub. This is their sunset point. We're down there at the Marriott Resort. You can see all these yachts. A whole bunch of yachts right there. This is where they all anchor. This is called Marina K. Little restaurant at it, like a hotel for people so they can get off their boats for a bit. That's the airport we flew into over there. And then that's another harbor, Trellis Bay, that little, where all those boats are. That's where we take the ferries to and from to go to other islands. And this is all Beef Island, where the airport is. That's Tortola, that really big mountain in the distance. And that's Beef Island's mountain. That gets out to about 800 feet or something like that. And I didn't realize you could hike it. There's a trail that goes at the top, supposedly. That's what someone told us here. And I thought about hiking it, but it's like a 5 or 6 mile hike and like 750 feet in elevation gain. And I'd have to walk from the bay there, and it would take a good couple hours. This is our last day. We were a little bit too busy to get to do that, but there's that. Zoom out a little bit here. And then I don't know how to say that. I think it's like Kamoni Island. That's the big one. Little ones over there, but that is just filled with like sporadic houses of millionaires. And then there's like right on the top of that one, you see that house up there? The wind's really been blowing here. The trade winds have just been ridiculous, non-stop every day. The last few days have been particularly bad. It's been about 30 miles per hour, but I am on the leeward side of the mountain, and there is hardly a breeze, and it feels like it is 90 degrees or about 90 degrees over here. But as soon as I go to the other side, you can see how windy the water looks. It's pretty rough. So I just wanted to show you guys this, and I've hiked once already out to the end to Big Scrub, which I'll show you guys. We get a better view here, and I'm going to take you guys with me on that hike. I'm going back, but I brought jeans with me this time because there were a couple trails down to some rockier points. I think it was like Whale Point, and then the tip of the island that they hadn't quite cleared the trails recently like they had the rest of it. And one of the guys here said, if you put some jeans on, you might be able to get down there, and it's got some pretty cool views. So I'm going to go attempt to do that before I go back to snorkeling and the water one last time. Everything on these islands, basically cactus, and then like little shrubs. So you get like sea grape trees, there's some other poisonous trees, and then just these, mangroves and stuff. And then of course you get the palms. But I guess a lot of these cacti thrive here. And you don't get any tall trees, one because of the hurricanes, and then of course the winds have just been howling on the trade winds, but they just have their dry seasons. Now that we've been getting showers like every day, pours pretty good, but man, then it dries out and it is hot. And I can see why cactus would thrive, especially when they get, the dry season, like through the fall, when it gets pretty dry and dusty here. The cactus. I am gonna go hike out to that peak because I get attacked by bugs because there's no wind here. This is History Point. These are like the remnants of pens the colonists made, way back when they took over these islands, the British. I think this is like leftover of a base of a house, they said, and the pens where they would just keep the animals in. And then over here, it's like an old Dutch oven and stuff that's built up, and then they're building a bunch of villas over here. Just the casual price of like a couple million, you can buy and build a villa, and then Marriott will rent it out for you from time to time. So, pretty neat stuff. I'm gonna hike now and get into the wind because this is god awful. It's windy, but that's Big Scrub. And it's still all one island, but that's the bigger peak, the taller one. We're gonna go up to the top of that and then probably down to that rocky point. There's a trail that goes along that slope. It's a little overgrown, but that's the maintenance dock where the ferry brings in building supplies and the resources for the island. Of course, they have the people ferry on the other side. But it looks to be rather windy. Hard to believe I'm here. It's pretty neat. Ocean so blue. with the coral volcanic rock there. There's like a wall, and it's a little fort or something. It says it is a historical site of some sort. So probably some old base or something. I don't know why there's not a path to it. Maybe they just haven't preserved it officially yet. Like they have the stuff on the top of the island where it was fenced in, but very neat. Check out this coral. It's just everywhere. There's no sign marking this one. There's, clearly people sit down there on that beach. But another one of these little walls. I guess this would do pretty good defense measure. There is one private house really on this entire Scrub Island, and then it's over on Big Scrub right there. It's a private house, not rented out or anything. Someone lives there. He's apparently a chef. Some restaurant on the mainland, or rather the main islands, Tortola. This is very steep, very steep climb. There's just a whole bunch of just building supplies. I don't know if people have thought about building and then backed out, or it's just old stuff, or it's that guy's down there as backup. Not really sure. All of Big Scrub is apparently for sale for like 35 million, and it's been already zoned for I think 72 lots. So you could sell theoretically 72 properties to build like 72 villas on the shores here and own this whole island. Of course, you probably have to put in another several million in infrastructure, such as paving this road and laying power and water all the way out here. But hey, if any of you out there got the money, let me know. I'll go in on the buy with you. I'll put like a couple $100 down, $100, But you could also theoretically make lots of money, because once you build the house, each lot's selling for about 1.5 to 2 million, anywhere from 1 to 2 million. So you can make pretty good money on this investment. It's just expensive to build here and to eat and to do anything. The power, the water, the internet all comes across a cable that comes up the beach over there, that comes from those islands there, and then all the way back to Tortola, comes all the way across. But as far as building supplies and manpower and food, that has to be shipped into Tortola, and then you have to get it shipped again from where most of it comes in at Road Town, on the other side of the island. You got to bring it around, get it shipped here, this island. So that's why it's very expensive, because you're not only shipping once, which is always expensive in the islands, you're shipping a second time, and you're the only resort or the people here. So it's very expensive to eat, to do here. Okay, going the rest of the way up this thing. I think this is the last to the peak here. I think it's pretty flat from there on out. As uninhabited as it can get. I mean, there's nothing but some roads they carved out here once. And it's very steep, and it's very hot because there's no wind on this side of this little mountain. I want to go there, but I gotta put my jeans on, and I am just soaking wet in sweat. It's gonna be difficult. I'm gonna go to the end. Maybe I'll stop there on the way back. Look how much farther I have to go. That's the true peak, that's the trail. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I'm going out there. I'll get some breeze here. Oh, it is hot. Not used to this in December. Very rough. Look at all those white caps. Very, very rough. Another beach down there, but it's all rocks, like just tiny rocks. It's like a gravel beach. Very interesting. It's in between the two big humps here at Big Scrub. Apologize, it's very windy. I've made it to the top, close to the end of Big Scrub, and it is just beautiful. I don't know what island that is. Oh, no, that's part of Virgin Gorda, maybe. Because that is Spanish Town on Virgin Gorda. And all of that down there is the baths. Just rocks and caves and the water. It was one of the coolest parts of this trip. When we went over there, I took the ferry. So I'm guessing that that's just all connected to it, and that's the big part of it. But it was pretty incredible. It keeps going, but it's not maintained at all this year. So I'm gonna put on my jeans and see how far I can go. I can see the path there, and I wanna go out to that rocky point and hopefully not fall to my death. But I wanna put some jeans on and try and get down there. And I've about made it. I got cactus in the side of the leg because there was some stuff growing in the bushes, and it is taking a while to get out here, longer than I wanted. I almost turned back because it was getting pretty thick, but at this point I got to go all the way out to the point of this island here. This is it. I'm at the end as far as the road goes. I guess I'll carve my name into the side of this wall here like everyone else. A little disappointed this didn't go over the point because I wanted to see out in that direction. I wanted to go see over the point out to the open ocean, but it's a pretty good view of Virgin Gorda and everything else. That's what I came down there. Pretty thick. I have to say it's no better than the peak view up there, other than this. I might try and climb this way. It looks like some people have. But there's just these cactus ones at your feet that I haven't seen. And you're just like, what the heck? So I'm gonna try and get up there. There's also some really loud birds down there. Let's see if we can zoom in on them. All right, I added some stuff on this wall here, and I think it's about time to head back because I am roasting, and I just want to get in the ocean right now. Thanks for watching and joining me on this hike. I might do a video that just posts a bunch of really cool pictures from this trip, but I didn't record too much other like narration vlog type stuff, so most of this is just going to be rather chill. But yeah, I'm going to walk back. I might record some couple video clips at the end here of some of the views, or I incorporated it inside of it, but I'm tired, it's really hot, and I got about an hour to walk back, so